Hello everyone and welcome back to our channel. So in this video we will understand what is SOQL in Salesforce Apex. So in this video I will cover what is SOQL, then when we can use SOQL in Salesforce. After that we will understand basic clauses in SOQL, then how can we write SOQL query for a custom object, and after that we will see how we can create SOQL queries in Salesforce. So if you are beginner in SOQL, don't miss any step because I will explain where we can write a SOQL query and execute it, and also we will understand how we can write SOQL queries for standard and custom object. And if you are new to our channel, hit the subscribe button and press the bell icon so whenever we post any new videos you will get an update. So without any delay, let's jump to the topic. So first we will understand what is SOQL. In Salesforce, the SOQL is Salesforce Object Query Language. It is designed to work with Salesforce database. And if you are Salesforce developer, understanding of SOQL is essential for efficient database operation and retrieval within the Salesforce environment. Then SOQL is very similar to SQL. If you are from IT background, you definitely know what is SQL. But who are from non-IT background, SQL is Structure Query Language. The SQL Structure Query Language is a programming language for storing and processing information in relational databases. A relational database stores information in tabular form with rows and columns representing different data, attribute, and the various relationship between the data values. The relational database is same as the Salesforce object, which stores the information about that objects. Now the SOQL used in databases but designed for the Salesforce multi-tenant architecture. Then unlike SQL, the SOQL is developed by the Salesforce. After that, SOQL is designed to retrieve data from the Salesforce database according to specific condition and then objects. These objects can be both standard and custom objects, and then similar to Apex code, SOQL is also not case sensitive. Now let's understand when to use SOQL. The SOQL can only use for retrieve data from single object or the multiple objects that are related to one another. But the other hand, SQL can use retrieve or store the data into the table. Then using SOQL we can fetch the record based on specific criteria. After that we can also sort the result as part of the query. Now we will see basic SOQL syntax. Now here you can see, first we need to write select clause. In the select clause we need to provide fields. After that we need to use from clause. In that from clause we need to provide object name from which we want to retrieve the records. And after that we can use where clause. So let's understand what is the use of these clauses. In the select clause we can specify the fields to retrieve in the query result. Then in the from clause we can define the S object from which we want to retrieve the data. The S object nothing but Salesforce object. The Salesforce object can be standard or custom objects. Then the where clause is optional. The where clause is used to filter the query result based on the specific condition as we specify. Now I will demonstrate you how we can write SOQL queries in Salesforce Apex. So without any delay, let's jump to the Salesforce org. To write the SOQL queries, we need to navigate developer console. To navigate developer console, here you can see, here we have gear icon, click on it, and then here we have option developer console. Now let me close these tabs. To write the SOQL queries, here you can see, here we have query editor, click on it. And now here we can enter the SOQL or SOSL query. The SOSL query is a different thing. We will see SOSL in upcoming videos. But now to retrieve the data from Salesforce object, we need to enter SOQL query in this query editor. So first we will understand how to retrieve data from standard object. So as per our SOQL syntax, here I am entering select. Then here we need to provide fields. So here I am entering ID, comma, name, then rating. Make sure the fields you are providing are the API name of that fields. Let me show you the API names. Go to the object manager. Open the object from which we want to retrieve the records. Go to the fields and relationships. And now here you can see we cannot use the field label to the SOQL queries. Instead of that we need to use field name, which is the API name of that particular fields. Let's navigate to the query editor. And now if you have any custom field in the standard object, so here I have one custom field named as active. So here I am entering active. After that, when you are providing the custom field, we need to provide __ C. Then we need to use from clause, which is used to provide the object name. and then we need to provide object name, which is account. Now here we don't need to provide any semicolon. And now to execute the query, here you can see here we have execute button. Directly click on it. And now here you can see the query result. Now we have also seen the where clause. Now how to use where clause in SOQL queries. So right now I have 100 result of account object. Now we will see how we can use where clause. So we have seen where clause is used to filter the query result. Now I only want to those account whose rating is hot. So for that what we can do? After the from clause where we provide the object name, give space and then add where clause. And in the where clause we need to provide condition. So here I am providing where rating is equal to hot. And again click on execute. So here you can see here we have unknown error. So while providing value in the condition, we need to give single quote. And we need to give single quote only for the string values. After that click on execute. And now here you can see the query result is 36. That means in the where clause we filtered the result. And here you can see in the ratings we only have those result which rating is hot. Now we know that in SQL to retrieve the all fields from the table we need to use asterisk symbol. Let's see in the SOQL can we use asterisk symbol to retrieve the all fields. So here I am removing the all fields and instead of that I am providing asterisk symbol. I am also removing the where clause and then click on execute. Now here you can see unknown error because we cannot use asterisk symbol to retrieve all fields from the Salesforce object. Instead of that we have different clause. Let me show you. Now we want to retrieve all fields from the account object. For that in the select clause we need to provide fields and then in bracket all. Now let's execute this query. This time here you can see the SOQL fields function must have the limit of at most 200. That means while retrieving the all fields from the object we need to give limit. The limit is nothing but how many records we want to retrieve. So here I only want to retrieve 20 records. For that here I am providing limit clause and then provide the number whatever records you want to retrieve. So here I am providing 50 and then click on execute. And now here you can see total rows 50 and then here we have all fields from the account object. So like the limit clause we have different clauses in SOQL. These SOQL clauses we will see in next videos. For now I hope you have understood the basic SOQL in Salesforce Apex. If you like the video, hit the like button, subscribe our channel and press the bell icon to get regular updates. Thank you.